You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So, there's been a lot of noise recently about a proposal to house asylum seekers right in the center of Waterlooville, a town that's already facing some pretty tough challenges. The government's plan involves placing up to 35 asylum seekers in a newly converted block of flats above empty shops on the high street. These aren't just any flats. Some are valued at around £250,000. And the move is part of a broader effort by the Home Office to reduce the number of people living in hotels by dispersing them into more permanent housing across the UK. But the proposal hasn't gone down well with everyone. Locals say they were completely blindsided. There was no proper consultation at first because the initial communication was reportedly sent to the wrong email address. That triggered a wave of anger, confusion, and concern from residents, business owners, and even politicians. The council did manage to secure a 10-day consultation extension, and a decision is expected very soon, on August 1st, in fact. Former Home Secretary Suella Braverman, who's also the MP for Fareham and Waterlooville, has been very vocal in her opposition. She's called the plan utterly inappropriate and has warned it could turn town centers into what she describes as no-go zones. Her petition against the proposal has gathered nearly 10,000 signatures, showing just how fired up people are. On the flip side, the Labour-led Havant Borough Council has tried to clarify the situation. According to them, the accommodation is actually meant for couples or single parents with young children. There's even one flat specifically planned for a single adult woman. They're saying this isn't about groups of unvetted single men roaming the streets, as some fear. Still, many locals are worried. They feel let down by a lack of transparency and by years of seeing their town center decline. Big-name stores have shut down, foot traffic has dropped, and now they worry the introduction of asylum housing could create more strain or change the character of the place entirely. There's anxiety about safety, about who's moving in, and about whether local services already stretched can cope. Others, though, have called for perspective. One local teacher even pointed out that asylum seekers are often unfairly blamed for wider social issues. She's worked with young refugees and says that when you hear their stories firsthand, it really shifts your understanding. In the end, it's clear the situation has struck a nerve in Waterlooville. Whether people are worried about housing shortages, community safety, or simply not being consulted, it's become more than just a planning issue. It's a question of who gets heard and whose needs are being prioritized in a town that already feels left behind. Stay subscribed for more videos.